And for the final time this season, we will reconvene here to watch Game 7 of the NBA Finals. What's poppin', everybody? My goodness, here we are. Here we are. Who would have thought? Who would have thought we would be watching a Game 7 in the NBA Finals? Thunder versus Pacers. David versus Goliath. The underdogs trying to scrap their way, went down 3-2, won their game at home, forced this Game 7 in embarrassing fashion, embarrassing the Oklahoma City Thunder the other night. So here we are today in a Game 7 where anything could happen. Anything could happen. It is notorious for Game 7s, for role players, a role player to step up and have a career-defining game, to be remembered in the history books as the guy who stepped up when his team needed him most. Where and which side will that come from? Will it be OKC and a guy like Aaron Wiggins or Isaiah Joe or Kason Wallace stepping up off the bench? Maybe Alex Caruso has another good game. Will it be on the Pacers side? Nesmith, we know, can get red hot from a three-point range. Nembhard can go off for 30-plus. He's obviously tasked with defending SGA extremely well. But Toppin had an incredible game the other night. We know Matherin's not going to be afraid of the moment. So it could really come from either side. Both teams have gone here based off of their incredible depth and incredible play from their star players. So I don't doubt that the star players are going to show up and play well today. I expect a good game from Siakam. Expect a good game from Haliburton. Expect a good game from SGA and J-Dub. But it's going to come down between the bench guys, man. Or maybe not even the bench guys, but the role guys. Is Lou Dort going to have an impact here tonight offensively? He's kind of been relegated to like, oh, I forgot Lou Dort was out there kind of status. Rishi Rich, just as his dad was popping. Angela Harding. What's up, Angela? But here we go. Off for the tip. Miles Turner wins it. And we're off and running. We're off and running. Siakam over to Nembhard. First play of the finals. Nembhard coming to it right off a Turner screen, driving it down, mid-range pull-up jumper, and he rattles the first one of the game in. I got a feeling Nembhard's gonna have a good game. I got a feeling the Pacers are gonna win this. J-Dub driving it down against Nesmith. Fall-away jumper gets blocked by Nesmith. Nesmith picks up the ball. Here comes the Pacers. Nembhard again driving it down against Holmgren. Blows right past him. Gets into the lane. Kicks it out to Turner. Turner. Extra pass up top. Haliburton catches. Pump fake. Step back. But they call the foul on Lou Dort when he put it down on the floor. I got a feeling it's going to swing the Pacers' night tonight. Right? You guys know me. I think I'd prefer seeing the Thunder win. But I got a feeling the Pacers are just more ready for this moment as Turner fires a three off the back rim. He can't get it to go. He's been truly awful offensively in this series. Truly horrendous. Harnstein up top. He swings it over to SGA. SGA coming to his right, dancing with it against Nesmith. Stops, turns, spins, step back, created the space, and you know that's going down for SGA. Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Nembhard bringing it down off the Siakam screen. Up top to Siakam. Siakam wide open. Harnstein doesn't get out there. What do you think you're doing, Harnstein? What do you think you're doing, brother? This is prime time. You got to be locked in and loaded, ready to go. How are you giving Pascal Siakam a wide open three, brother? J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Gets it over to SGA. SGA coming to his right. Leaning in, stopping, turning, spinning again, stopping, turning, spinning again. He has it along the left baseline, knocked out of his hands. Picks it back up, shot clock winding down. Nembhard all over him. He's got to chuck it up with the shot clock winding down. He's trying to bait for a foul. He doesn't get it. And then Holmgren picks up a foul, trying to fight for a rebound against Siakam. Kinohara, what's up, Kinohara? Let's go OKC, impressed with Pacers, frankly. I think the Pacers got it tonight. I'd rather see OKC win, but I think the Pacers are going to have it tonight. I think they're the more gritty team. I think they're more prepared for a moment like this as a team. Nemhard up top being guarded by Holmgren. He's going to drive it down. Off of one leg. Good block by Nemhard. Loose ball. Siakam picks it up against J-Dub. Spins to his left. Fall-away jumper with the shot clock winding down. Air mails it. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. SGA off a Holmgren screen, down the lane, draws the foul, I believe, on Nesmith. That's one on Nesmith already. Rishi Rich said, looking forward to a Game 7. Remember, both of these teams deserve it all, but only one can take the trophy. Hey, man, the way they've played, both of these teams do deserve it. You get to a Game 7, you deserve it. Like you said, only one team's going to be able to win it. One team's going to leave absolutely devastated here tonight. SGA, a pull-up jumper over Nemhard. He gets it to go. Lionel Mona with double Lionel. Nemhard bringing it down over to Haliburton. Coming to his right off the Turner screen. Going to pull it out, dance with it against Harnstein. Blows past him, gets to the basket. Gets blocked by, who's that, SGA? Okay, SGA. Coming from the weak side for the block shot on a Haliburton drive is kind of crazy. Now SGA is looking to attack to his left off a Harnstein screen. Gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein up top. He's going to look to attack Turner. Stops, turns, leans in, kicks it over to J-Dub. J-Dub jab step, being guarded by Nesmith, trying to go baseline. Nesmith does a great job cutting him off. They get it inside the Holmgren. Half spin against Siakam, fall away over his left shoulder. Gets it to go. Gets a nice friendly bounce off of the front rim. Now Siakam's going to bring it down the other way. He has it up top over to Haliburton. Haliburton dancing with it. Lou Dort fighting around a Siakam screen. Coming to his right. Over to Turner. Turner up top to Siakam, back to Haliburton, coming to his left. Lou Dort not giving him any airspace, not giving him the ability to get downhill. Turner's looking to attack Holmgren off the bounce. Stop, turn, kicks it out. Extra pass, Haliburton lines up. He's got space, and he gets that one to go down. Why did Harnstein help down low so hard on a Turner drive? I'll never know. But you gave Haliburton a wide-open walk-in three. What are you doing, Harnstein? That's twice now you've given up wide-open threes. Holmgren up top, jab step, coming to his right, pulls it back out, now over to J-Dub. J-Dub up top being guarded by Nesmith. Attacking to his left. Flips it up at the rim, looking for a foul call probably. He doesn't get it. Good defense from the Pacers. Nemhard pushing the other way, hands it off to Haliburton. Haliburton's going to line up a deep three, and he gets that one to go down. Haliburton's got the touch early. Haliburton's got the touch early. Susan, what's up, Susan? J-Dub has it up top, dancing with it. Over to Harnstein. Harnstein hits Lou Dort, coming back to Orton. Lou Dort hanging in the air for a little bit. A little reverse layup. A little English off glass. Okay, I didn't know Lou Dort had that in him. Shot Collins. What's up, Shot Collins? Siakam dancing with it against Harnstein. Coming to his left. Step back. Foul line. Fall away jumper. Off the back rim. Can't get it to go. Holmgren's gone for the rebound. Here comes SGA. It's 11-8 early. Indiana with a slight lead as they've knocked out. Ooh, SGA, quick crossover in the lane, drives to the basket, gets the foul call on Nesmith. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And that's going to be Nesmith's second. 5 minutes into the game, 4.5 minutes into the game. SGA knocks down the first one. That's at just the minute you're counting down the seconds until McConnell gets in. Best player in the league. Rick Carlisle's got this crazy strategy where he's just going to sit his best player on the bench and then bring him in for spot minutes. Crazy, but it's working. It's crazy. Imagine Jalen Brunson coming off the bench for the Knicks. Crazy. It's just getting your opponents into a false sense of security. SGA does knock down both free throws. Haliburton dancing around the screen. He finds open space from three again. He comes up short on that one. Fight for the rebound. Mathurin able to grab it as J-Dub mistimed his jump. Back out to Haliburton for another try. That one he swishes nothing but net. He has the touch tonight. 3 for 4 from three, and he's talking to the crowd. He's ready to go. Listen, this guy's a little bit hampered. This guy's not moving great laterally. It's difficult for him to get downhill. And you're giving him open shots from three. You're giving him open looks. And look, granted, he's taking some really deep ones. But with Miles Turner not hitting anything, Nembhard and Neesmith haven't even attempted a three. Like, I'd rather those guys shoot some threes before I let Haliburton shoot early threes. Just that's at Haliburton on fire with the green light. Yeah, he's like I said. Granted, he's taking some deep ones, but come on, man. That's the best player on the opposite team. Like, go. You got to be sticking to him like glue, even off of these offensive rebounds. You can't let him get open. Like, this feels like a lack of focus from the Thunder side. Justice is that's at 5:30, 5:39 without Makano is too much. Yeah, when he comes into the game, man, he's gonna change the. I forgot to mention in like the role players breakdown, like TJ McConnell could come out and have 20 plus. He hasn't had 20 plus in a playoff game yet, but the way he's played in this series, the confidence he's playing with, the rhythm that he's in, who's stopping that guy? Who's stopping him? Shot Collins said hitting free throws is key. Always. Always. You want to win a basketball game? Hit your free throws. Hit your free throws. Lana Mona said, any way you look at it, a former Knick is going to get a ring tonight. Isn't there a streak where former Knicks have gotten rings? Right? If we go to the... If we go to a list... of past teams winning championships. The Celtics last year, I guess the Nuggets maybe broke it. Because the Nuggets broke that streak. But the Celtics last year had Luke Cornett. Did the Warriors break that streak too? In the 2022 championship? Damn. Yeah, I'd have to open up these rosters. Let's open up the Nuggets roster. Who's on this roster? Any former Knicks on the Thunder roster? We know the Celtics had Luke Cornett, so that's one. Any former Knicks? Bones Highland has a championship ring. I forgot he was on the team that won the championship. No. No former Knicks on the Nuggets roster. But the Warriors roster. Nope. No former Knicks. The Warriors roster. We'll get back to this. We'll get back to it for sure. You know, it's okay KD, Houston, Jalen Green, and Brooks in the 10 pick and 5 second-round picks. Yeah, great trade for both sides trying to do what they're trying to do. Phoenix is obviously in a rough spot. SGA it over to Caruso, and Caruso knocks it down. Is Caruso going to be the role guy to step up? Because that's at Mather and topping him before McConnell. That's their usual rotation. Absolutely their usual rotation. Nembhard up top to Turner, now over to Haliburton. Haliburton driving it down. They show two. Kicks it out to Nembhard. Extra pass to Turner up top. Fly-by defense from Hartenstein. They swing it around. Mather in left corner. Excellent defense and closeout from Caruso there and the Thunder overall. He's going to walk into a left wing pull-up three, airballs it. The shot clock winding down. Hartenstein saves it inside the J-Dub. Excellent defense there from the Thunder. They were in scramble mode, but they made every correct rotation. SGA slips and falls. Nembhard's diving on it. And it's going to be a jump ball. David Oz Jr., what's up, David? Shot Collins said this game 7 may go into overtime. Hey, man. Game 7's last couple of years in the playoffs have been kind of trash. We haven't had a really good Game 7 in a while. I think the last one may have been Minnesota-Denver, but that was such a weird game because Denver went up 20 plus, and then Minnesota came back, and then it wasn't really close down the stretch end. So it was a weird one. But at this point, and my man Niall Dimitri with a very generous super chat. My man Niall said hello, Chevy. Let's go Knicks. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Where is it? Oh, why is it all the way up here? Why does it keep doing that? We want it right here. Actually, we might want it right there. There we go, my brother Niall. Appreciate you, brother Niall. J-Dub wins the tip. Arnstein goes out to retrieve it, and SGA will bring it down. 8 seconds to go on the shot clock. You got to go, brother. You got to go. In and out dribble, driving it down against Turner. Kicks it out. Caruso, another open three on the right wing. Toppin flying by. And Caruso knocks it down. It might be the Alex Caruso game, y'all. It might be the Alex Caruso game as OKC retakes the lead. Out to Haliburton. Pump fakes, driving it down up top. Turner swings it. Nembhard attacking. Leans in, draws the foul. Can't get the layup to go, but it'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Foul on J-Dub. I said OKC winning depends on at least 16. Is that a jersey number? 16 what? And a good game out of Holmgren. He must play well behind SGA and J-Dub. For the most part, Holmgren's played well, even though he hasn't shot well. Defense has been there. NBA draft is Wednesday, by the way, y'all. So we're going to go live again Wednesday. We'll see each other very soon, even though this is the last traditional Sheffy show. We will be live Thursday for the NBA draft. I do love me some draft. I do love me the draft. Nembhard knocks down both free throws. Kayson Wallace is in the game. SGA trying to split the screen. Swings it out to Caruso. Caruso's going to drive. Lefty layup. Blows the layup. You got to knock those down, Caruso. You got to knock those down. Here comes Haliburton pushing the other way. SGA is going to pick him up. Haliburton has it on the left wing. Dancing with it. Coming to his left. Stops. Turns. Picks his dribble up. Out to Nembhard. Nembhard coming to his left, driving it down against Wallace, kicks it out to Toppin. Extra pass up top to Haliburton, and Haliburton falls down, and he's hurting. SGA over to J-Dub, and J-Dub lays it, gets the dunk down, and Haliburton's on the ground, hurting, bad. And they call the timeout, and he's down. He's down. That might be it. That might be it. That might be it, y'all. Oh! I don't know if you guys saw that. I saw it. He may have pulled his muscle off the bone. He may have pulled his calf muscle off the bone, y'all. I don't know if you guys saw it, but I saw it. I hope it's not an Achilles, I'll tell you that. That's a serious injury. You saw it, Kinahara? You saw it? That's a serious injury. That's not, oh man, I pulled the muscle again. I strained it even worse. That's a serious injury. I hope it's not an Achilles, but you could see it in his leg pop. You could see the muscles pop. Oh my goodness. I didn't see it. No, Says that's a not word pages of a true PG. George Jones says, I don't want to see it. David said, I saw it. That's not just a regular strain, man. That's not a regular, like, oh no, I exasperated the calf injury. He's not playing next year. He's going to miss all of next year. Kinahara said, I'm a radiologist, but I got to see the injury. You got to look it up or something, Kinahara. If you're not watching it live, you got to look it up or something, man. I wish I could. Maybe I could show you a tiny bit. Hold on. Let me rewind it. Let's go to it. All right. Let's see if this is it right here before we get back to it live. Okay, this is it. This is it. If you're a little squeamish or you can see the muscles popping, I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to take the risk. I'm going to show it to you real quick. This is for you, Kinahara. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, that calf muscle popped, boy. Did you see that? Oh, my goodness. One more time. Oh, my goodness. One more time, one more time, one more time. They're going to come get this. Going to come bring this stream down. Here we go. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, my God. No, that's not good. That's not good, guys. He's done. He's done. It's over. It's over. I said that's an Achilles. Oh, man. No way. No way. It's crazy because I was talking with my dad about this the other day because when it was first announced he had the calf injury, we were talking about it and he was like, so is he playing or is he not playing? Like, what's the story behind it? And I was like, he's going to play. I said full rupture. I did that to both of mine. Oh, my goodness. When I was talking to my dad about it, he was asking me about it. And he was like, so what's the story behind it? What's the injury? Is he playing? Is he not playing? What's going on? And I said, the reporting says he's going to play because it's the finals, but they're preparing as if he's not really going to be effective and he's not really going to be able to be true Haliburton and whatnot. And he was like, come on, it's a calf strain. Like, it's the finals. It's game 6 and game 7. Like, you got to play. And I was like, yeah, I mean, the problem is a couple of years ago, Kevin Durant went out there with a calf strain and tore his Achilles a couple minutes into NBA Finals game. And you're seeing why it is a huge risk to have a guy out there with a calf strain. My goodness. Lana Mona said, I feel bad for Hallie not even liking for the choke sign on my Knicks. Yeah, I look, man, if he rolled his ankle, I'd be like, oh, damn, that sucks. Haha. Or anything like that. As McConnell shoots up an air ball, gets blocked by Case on Wallace. But when you rupture your Achilles like that, it's over. It's over. He's not playing next year. He's not playing next year. He's out. Tatum's out. SGA driving it down, stops, turns, kicks it out. Caruso, another open three. He's hit 2 already. Can't get that one to go. Mathurin with the rebound. I got to go over to Twitter, see what the Twitter is saying, see what the people are saying. Siakam's driving it down. Righty layup gets it to go. And the foul. I'll tell you what, though. This Pacers team, if there's any team that could overcome it, it's this gritty Pacers team. Just that's a full leg extension and the hamstring injury. It was a calf injury, and that's what popped it. What popped it? Calf was compromised, which is obviously connected to your Achilles. It's done, man. It's done. Siakam can't knock down the free throw. SGA bringing it down against McConnell. Stops, turns, has him in the post. All the way along the baseline. Airballs it. Tell you what, though, OKC can't rest on their laurels. Mathurin dancing with it against Holmgren. Leans in, tries to throw up a tough contested layup. He can't get it to go. Caruso with the rebound. Here comes SGA. SGA over to Kenrich Williams. Back to SGA. He's being guarded by Shepard. He's going to look to quickly attack. Kicks it out. Caruso wide open for another 3. He's hit 2. Now he's missed his last 2. But Holmgren fighting for it. Kenrich Williams with the offensive rebound. They swing it around. SGA back up top. Driving to his left. In the lane. Puts up the jumper. Gets it to go. McConnell kicks it out to Toppin. Toppin driving it down in the lane. Puts up the floater. He can't get it to go. A lot of one-on-one play from the Pacers. Now the Haliburton's out. SGA bringing it down. I got to text my dad. I'm sorry, guys. Got to tell him. Holmgren driving it down and he knocks down the floater. Siakam coming to his left, over to McConnell. The only man who could save the Pacers tonight, TJ McConnell. McConnell over to Siakam. Siakam dancing with it. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Holmgren, and he rattles it in. Nick Yak, what's up, Yak? Mather needs a big game if they're going to win. I mean, at this point, it's an absolute all-hands-on-deck situation. Everybody at this point needs to have a good game with no Haliburton. Absolutely. SGA dancing with it against Matherin. Gets into the mid-range, puts up the mid-range jumper. Well contested from Matherin. Excellent defense. Here comes McConnell over to Shepard. Shepard back to McConnell. McConnell over to Toppin. Toppin back to McConnell. Coming to his left. Dancing around it. Pulls it back. Cross-court pass gets picked off by Caruso. Terrible pass from TJ McConnell. Doesn't look very aggressive right now. Not the normal TJ McConnell entrance that we usually see. Came in an awkward scenario. Has to come in for the injured Haliburton. McConnell just hasn't had that full zip that we usually see him come in with. Kenrich Williams driving it down against Toppin. Shot clock winding down. Wallace, step back, pump fake, leans in off glass. Airballs it. Shot clock violation. Lana Mona said, have you noticed got injured in the same spot on the court? Yeah, same play. It's that putting your right leg back to explode off of it. With how far he extended it, man. Pushed it too far. 1 minute and 18 seconds to go. My timer's off because I was not paying close enough attention. Siakam said, shot caller said Siakam's going for 40 points. Imagine Siakam in the chat. McConnell misses a mid-range jumper. Here comes Case on Wallace driving it down. Kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub up top. Kenrich Williams, no hesitation, straightaway three. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Long rebound finds its way out of bounds. It'll go back to the Pacers. Buzzer beater, what's up, buzzer beater? Look, at this point, it would be the most disappointing loss the team could have. If you're the Thunder, I'm saying. If you're the Thunder, you have to win this game. You have to win this game. Matherin driving it down, against contact, blows the layup, gets it back, puts it back up, gets it to go. Tied at 22, 30 seconds to go. Aaron Wiggins is in the game. He's dancing with it on the left wing, being picked up by Siakam. Up top to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Shepard. Driving it down behind the bag, through the lane, lefty layup, gets it to go. McConnell up top being guarded by Wallace. Final 10 seconds of the quarter. Case on Wallace. Picks it off. Fades it out to Holmgren. Holmgren's going to drive it down. Leans in. Floater. And they call a blocking foul. One ref was about to signal a charge, and the other ref called the blocking foul before he could. Sean Collins, what's up, Sean? Sean said, what did I miss so far? Tyrese Haliburton has apparently torn his Achilles. And he is done, man. He is done. As Holmgren misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws in a Game 7, man. Thunder throw it down. Siakam at the buzzer. Can't get it to go. So it's 25. 25 to 22 at the end of the first. Oh, they can't keep showing that replay, man. Can't keep doing that. This is my tweet right now. The Haliburton injury is absolutely awful. Now, with Haliburton and Durant, I don't think we should ever expect a player to play through a calf strain ever again. It's just not worth it. Worth it. Not worth it. It's not worth it, man. It's not. It's not. You got to live to fight another day, man. It's not worth it. Not at all. I can't believe that happened. I can't believe he popped the Achilles. You got two star players going down in the playoffs with Achilles injuries, with Tatum and now Haliburton. Absolutely awful. Shot caller said, "Look at Kenrich Williams' haircut." Yeah, man, he's got to stand out. Got to stand out. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. It's awful. Don't get me wrong. It's terrible. It's truly a horrendous haircut, but I don't mind it. Buzzer Beater said, "OKC all the way. There's no way I want Indiana to win a championship." I'm with you, Buzzer Beater. I'm with you. If they weren't the Indiana Pacers, I'd be rooting for them because I really like their team. Incredibly fun, fast-paced, gritty, tough. Have become a really tough defensive team. I really like the Pacers. Problem is they're the Pacers, and you can't root for the Pacers. You can't do it. You can't do it. A future Nick on the Bucks team, though, that won the championship, Dante DiVincenzo. So future Nick. Here's one. Future Nick PJ Tucker, also on that team. I will say, though, the Knicks don't cycle through players the way they used to. So it's I guess it's not as prevalent to have a bunch of former Knicks running around the league. Didn't Kostas have a cup of coffee with the Knicks? No, that was Thanasis, but I thought Kostas maybe. Nah, Kostas wasn't. Thanasis for sure. Any former Knicks on the Lakers championship team? Markieff Morris? No, we had Marcus Morris, right? Zach Norvell. Remember Norvell Pell? Oh, J.R. J.R. Smith was on the team. All right, let's start the second quarter. Let's see how the Thunder respond after this brutal. Oh, my goodness. J-Dub threw the lob to Harnstein. Of course, Harnstein can't come through. We know Harnstein's not ready for the bright lights of a Game 7. Y'all remember the way he played in Game 7 last year? As Matherin knocks down a right wing three? Y'all remember how he played in Game 7 last year? Just that's a move Haliburton has done 10,000 times probably. Yeah, I mean, that's the way he moves. It's not great. It's not great mechanically. Like, you shouldn't be stepping that far back. Like, people step back. As Harnstein gets fouled by Tony Bradley, people step back when they run forward, right? That is a normal movement, but he steps really far back. Ernest Cash, what's up, Ernest? DJ Punchy, what's up, DJ? Is OKC coach a former Nick? No, I don't think Dagnall played in the NBA. I don't think Dagnall was an NBA player. Harnstein misses a free throw because we know he's not ready for prime time. McConnell has it up top. Here we go. Let's log into it. 25-25. We're tied. McConnell up top, dancing with it on the left wing, being guarded by Caruso. Then over to Siakam. Siakam in the left wing, being guarded by Cason Wallace. He's going to blow past him, get stripped, but fouled. He's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. And if there's anybody who can pull them out of this hole, man, Pascal Siakam is going to put his head down and make something happen. Michael Brown said it will be a big shock if the next Knick player, Harnstein, will win a championship. I don't know if it'll be a shock. And the Thunder were the favorites coming into the season. Well, second favorites behind the Celtics. Kenny McLeod said, I'd prefer to see Obi win rather than Harnstein. Yeah, I'm with you. And I saw how you spelt it. I know what you mean. But I'm not going to say it. Caruso has it up top. Gets it over to Harnstein. Harnstein over to J-Dub. J-Dub pulling it back out. Dancing with it against Tony Bradley. A step back three from him. That's not normally his game, but Aaron Wiggins comes flying out of nowhere to secure an offensive rebound. Back out to Caruso. Get it over to J-Dub. He's got Tony Bradley on him. Come on. Hits Caruso, cutting back door for a wide open dunk. That works too. That works too. Siakam split the free throws, by the way. It's 27-26, 10:30 to go. Tony Bradley down the lane, kicks it out to Mathurin. Mathurin inside to Tony Bradley in the paint. Gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. A little bit of a hack fest right now. A little bit of a hack fest. Just that to Harnstein has been a minimal contributor to OKC. He was great for them in the regular season, as he tends to be. He's been kind of meh in the playoffs, as he has proven to be. Tony Bradley knocks down the first one. I'm going to keep looking online for the... I'm going to keep looking online for an official report of the Haliburton thing. I doubt we'll get one this soon, but... Tony Bradley knocked down both free throws. Aaron Wiggins throws a lob to Harnstein. He gets fouled. Of course, he can't finish the lob off a little love tap from McConnell, but he'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws where he's already missed one. Actually, they're going to call a side out of bounds. J-Dub up top, off the inbound, quickly attacking. Lefty layup, can't get it to go. Harnstein saves it out to Caruso. Caruso a 3. He's hit 2, and he airballs that one. Now he's missed his last 3. And then Tony Bradley ends up fouling J-Dub as he came behind Tony Bradley after he secured the rebound, fouls him. Actually, J-Dub takes it out of Tony Bradley's hands, and then Bradley ends up fouling J-Dub. Yeah, except Harnstein coming off the bench again. He started tonight. He did start the game. Wallace gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub bounce past to Harnstein. Harnstein to the basket, and he gets a layup to go. Good rolling from Harnstein. Finally got a finish. Missed a couple of lobs. Got fouled on that one. Couldn't knock down the shot. Finally gets a layup to go. Caruso guarding Mathurin out up top. Mathurin's going to look to dance. Now gets it over to Siakam, being guarded by J-Dub. Hands it off to Shepard. Shepard driving to his right. Gets it knocked out of his hands by Caruso. Excellent defense. Excellent hands from Caruso. Caruso over to J-Dub. J-Dub hands it off to Wallace. Wallace quickly looking to attack and gets it knocked out of his hand. Why is Kason Wallace looking to attack Pascal Siakam off the bounce? I don't know. Who told him that was a good idea? McConnell gets it over to Shepard. Shepard gets it over to Siakam. Siakam in the right corner, being guarded by Wallace. Backing him down, backing him down, backing him down. Step back, fall away midi. That's his shot. He can't get that one to go, though, as he comes up short. Harnstein with the rebound. Here comes Caruso. Caruso over to J-Dub. J-Dub got Tony Bradley on him. He's going to look to attack. Yeah, pull me all the way back out. Now attacking to his right, down the lane, flips it up at the rim, can't get it to go, but he draws another foul. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Under 9 to go. Under 9 to go. I thought they were going to give us an actual... Yeah, except Turner getting $30 million next year is crazy. Yeah. Shot callers at iHeart active. He is getting active. I'm talking down on his name, but he's getting active. He's getting active. Gotta give him credit. He's starting to get active. Sorry, guys. But the Haliburton news is kind of crazy. Nemhard has it up top. J-Dub, split the free throws. Got to be knocking down your free throws, guys. Inside to Turner. Turner gets fouled. He's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. Gets fouled by, I believe, by Wiggins. Shot caller said the refs are calling fouls late, but they are fouls. They are fouls. Even if they're late, it's annoying. But as long as they are indeed fouls. Turner misses a free throw, man. Turner misses a free throw. Turner does knock down the second one at least. 30-29. SGA's back in. He's bringing it down. 26 champs. What's up, 26? SGA spinning in the lane. Gets held by Nemhard, and it's a foul on Nemhard. Pacers are in the penalty. No, the Pacers aren't. Well, the Thunder are in the bonus. So the Pacers in the penalty. Technically, right, because they're getting penalized. I don't know what the correct verbiage is for that. SGA knocks down both free throws. You got to knock down your free throws. And then Kason Wallace picks up a steal on the inbounds. Aaron Wiggins kicks it out to J-Dub. J-Dub over to SGA. 3-point lead. Step back 3 for SGA. Can't get it to go. Here comes Toppin, bringing it down. Nemhard up top. Coming to his right. Swings it over to Toppin. No hesitation 3 for Obi. Can't get it to go. Turner fighting for a rebound. He grabs it. Kicks it out. Neesmith a 3. He don't miss those. He gets it to go down. Does not miss those. I'll tell you what, man. Tied at 32. Pacers ain't going anywhere. You're still going to have to beat them. SGA driving to his left. Kicks it up top to Lou Dort, who's wide open for a 3. He's been ineffective all season long, all series long on offense. As Kason Wallace sticks down and knocks it out of Obi Toppin's hands. Kicks it over to J-Dub, swings it around. SGA up top, being guarded by Neesmith. Attacking, steps back, mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets it to go. And a timeout from Rick Carlisle and the Pacers. Just that to Neesmith has a nice jumper. Always has. That's what he came into the league as. He was known as a 3-point marksman and he was a projected 3-and-D player coming out of Vanderbilt. Was it Vanderbilt? Make sure I get that right. But coming out of college, that was what his projection was. He was a knockdown 3-point shooter in college. And then he just didn't have the time to develop. It was Vanderbilt. I know my ball. He didn't have the time when he was drafted to Boston. He just never got playing time to sort of get comfortable, find a rhythm, find a role. And eventually when they moved on from him, he got the playing time he needed in Indiana. And, what lo and behold, he didn't forget how to shoot the basketball. You just need time to adjust to the NBA game, to the NBA speed, to the NBA line is obviously deeper. All of that. David said, Hallie on his way back to NYC tomorrow to see the best doctors in the world. If they can, if they can diagnose a torn Achilles, they're not waiting for the morning. You fly them on the first flight you can. Actually, I don't know the science behind it. But Dennis Floyd said, no news on the new coach. What's your preference, Sheffy? No news. Don't expect any news anytime soon. The only news we will hear is who they're interviewing, which will be a cavalcade of coaches. Who knows? We know they've already interviewed Taylor Jenkins and Mike Brown. The last I read was that they preferred Jenkins over Brown slightly. But who I would prefer Johnny Bryant. They're not. That's clearly not the route they're going to go down. So of the coaches available that it seems like they're interviewing and they can hire, I think I'd prefer Taylor Jenkins. There's something about Mike Brown I never really liked as a coach, even though he's a good coach. But there's something about Mike Brown I never really liked. So I'd prefer Taylor Jenkins. Appreciate you, though, Dennis. David said, real talk, are we giving Mikal that big extension? The only extension Mikal Bridges will get is a team-friendly extension, or they're just going to let him play out his contract and then look to resign him. But they're not going to recklessly give him a large contract that he doesn't deserve, especially after the season that he had. Buzzer Beater said, why isn't OKC pulling away from Indiana? Indiana's not a team of quitters, man. They're not going to go down easily, right? The issue is not pulling away from the Pacers immediately. The issue is, are the Pacers going to be able to keep pace all game long? Are they going to be able to hang around all game long and take this down to the wire? It's possible. They can do it, but it's going to take some fantastic play from everybody involved. It's going to take some heroics from guys like Pascal Siakam. Ben Mathurin's going to have to be huge tonight. Obviously, McConnell and Nembhard now need to step up even more than they were before. But this you have to beat this Pacers team, even minus Haliburton. You have to beat them. You're not just gonna be able to win the game because now Haliburton's out. It's not happening. They get it to Turner, who's posting up Wallace. Kicks it out to Mathurin. Mathurin gets a running start to the lane. Blows the layup. He's looking for a foul call. He's looking to get bailed out time and time again. You just got to look to finish, Mathurin. Swing it over to Wallace. Wallace in transition for a three. And he splashes it, nothing but net. Nembhard has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Get it over to Turner. Turner out to Nesmith. Nesmith gets it over to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Wallace, coming to his right. Now Chet Holmgren switches onto him. Inside pass to Turner, and Turner gets fouled. Bad defense from the Thunder, right? Like, even if you give up that switch, you got to be able to front them if you're Kason Wallace. You just in no man's lane. Jack Collins said the Knicks coach needs to be Jenny Busek. The Knicks need to find assistants like Jenny Busek, I'll tell you that. They need to scour the entire basketball landscape to find the best assistant coaches they can. I think part of the downfall of Tom Thibodeau's coaching tenure here was how his assistant coaches kept getting poached away from him. Right? We had Kenny Payne, gone. Mike Woodson, gone. Johnny Bryant, gone. Like, we had a fantastic assistant coaching bench. Then all of a sudden, like Rick Brunson and Mo Cheeks, like, hey. Turner misses both free throws, fight for the loose ball. Lou Dort saves it right off of Nesmith, and then they're able to save it out to McConnell. McConnell's going to drive it down. Foul line, pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Those are usually knockdown shots with TJ McConnell. He's missed them all night so far. SGA has it up top. Over to Wallace. Wallace, another three. He just hit one. Can't get that one to go. And the ball flies over the backboard, and it's out of bounds going back to the Pacers. Yeah, I said I would give Mike Miller a 2-year contract. He will take, and then see if we needed kid. Mike Miller? Interesting. I don't know about that, but isn't he on the Thunder coaching staff too? Need an assistant with the Thunder now? McConnell dancing with it, goes reverse layup over Holmgren, and somehow he gets it through. McConnell's 6 feet tall, Holmgren's 7 feet tall with a long wingspan, and somehow he's able to go baseline and get a reverse layup on him. Russo driving it down, kicks it out to Chet Holmgren, wide open left corner three. He's got all the time in the world to line it up, but he can't get it to go down. Neesmith, good box out on rebound. McConnell bringing it down, gets caught in the air, kicks it out to Nembhard. Nembhard driving it down in the lane, scoop play with the right hand, gets it to go off glass. And these Pacers don't go away quietly, man. A timeout from Dagnall on the Thunder. Pacers don't go away quietly. You're going to have to beat them. Because that's if this game seems slow. Well, the guy who plays the fastest is now out in Haliburton, the guy who pushes the pace and forces the game to be fast. This is why when people talk about, Haliburton isn't being aggressive enough, like his aggression comes from his ability to control the pace of the game. Right? When we talk about what a true point guard is, it's not about being a pass-first point guard. It's not about setting everybody up all the time and being and not being a go-to scorer, anything like that. Being a true point guard is a player who can control the pace. If you can control the pace of the game, you are a true point guard. And with Haliburton out, they don't really have a true point guard, right? McConnell in stretches can do a little bit of that. But Nembhard doesn't control the pace of the game. He just kind of plays within the flow. And so the game is now going to lean towards the Thunder pace because SGA, J-Dub, Caruso, those guys are going to force the tempo and the pace of this game now. Shaq Hollis said, would you like TJ in a Knicks jersey? I would love TJ McConnell in a Knicks jersey. Love TJ McConnell. I've wanted TJ McConnell in a Knicks jersey for a decade now. Actually, he's been in the league for 9 years, but yeah, essentially a decade. I love TJ McConnell coming out of Arizona. Right? And that was back 10 years ago. The Knicks didn't have anything going on for them. And I was like, just take this kid. He's going to be a good backup point guard. And, hey, man, what do you know? Hit the nail on the head on that one. A really good role player in this league. Any update on Haliburton? Let's check the internet again. Yeah, because I think Miller is a head coach in college now. He had a winning record after Fizdale left the horrible team. Yeah, I remember. I remember Nick Yak. That was a glorious time because we went from David Fizdale, who's a horrendous head coach, to like an actual legitimate head coach. Mike Miller, he's 60. What is he doing now? I thought the last I read he was an assistant with the Thunder, but all right, this is his Wikipedia page. Let's pull that up. I always do this. Let me show y'all what I'm looking at. What is he doing right now? Yeah, he's an assistant with the Kings. Before that, he was an assistant with the Wizards, and before that, he was an assistant with the Thunder. That's where he went after he didn't get hired by the Knicks. He went to be an assistant with the Thunder. Yeah, I thought I saw his name not too long ago floating around. He took the job as the assistant with the Kings now. He's never going to be a head coach again. He's 60 years old. He'll never get an NBA head coaching job. But OKC will bring it down now. SGA up top being guarded by Nembhard. Swings it over to J-Dub. J-Dub with the jab step, left wing three. Knocking down jump shots for J-Dub. Nembhard bringing it down the other way. Score slightly off. Neesmith fires a three, can't get it to go. Lou Dort with a big, strong rebound. 37-36. It's a 1-point game. SGA up top, coming to his left. Stopping, stepping back, spinning in the lane. Kicks it out. Lou Dort, an open three, in rhythm. Gets it to go. Finally, a three went down for one of the wings for OKC. 4-point lead. If you're the Pacers, you want this close going into halftime, obviously. That's the goal. You want this a single-digits game. If you're the Thunder, you want to try and blow this open at halftime so they have to think about, oh, man, now without Haliburton in the second half and we're down 10 or something like that. You want them thinking about that at halftime. But if they can keep it close, you're giving them confidence. Lou Dort fires another three. Comes up short on that one. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Swings it over to Nembhard. Back up top to McConnell. McConnell pulls it back out. Now coming to his right. Crosses over to his left. Driving it down. Mid-range pull-up jumper over Caruso. Gets it to go. There's McConnell. There he is. Just that's a turn has been bad too. He has. Yak said TJ getting this many minutes won't be as effective. Probably. As Holmgren going to the rim. Gets blocked. And now here come the Pacers pushing the other way. Tied at 40. Nembhard over to Turner as the trailer. Straightaway three. Way off. Well short. Lou Dort saves it over to SGA. Just that said, I was sick of Tyrese, but didn't exactly expect this. As Siakam comes over and blocks SGA at the rim. The Haliburton thing sucks. It just sucks. You don't want to see a player get an Achilles injury. And then out of bounds off of Turner. Going to go back to the Thunder. Good defense from Chet Holmgren to be able to guard the Siakam drive and the drop-off pass to Turner. Yeah, we'll see with the TJ thing. Part of the reason why he doesn't play as many minutes is because when he goes out there, he plays 100%, and that's his role. Like, I'm going to limit your minutes, but that's because when you're out there, go 100% as hard as you can. And, yeah, with extended minutes, you're looking for him to not be as effective as a viewer, because there's no way you can keep up that pace of play that long. But, in a Game 7, maybe you just leave it all out on the court. Maybe he'll be able to pull it out. He's out of the game now, as Mathurin has checked back in for him. So maybe they'll try to limit his minutes still. J-Dub going under the basket, off the inbound, up top to SGA. SGA coming to his left, attacking off the screen, all the way to the basket, lefty layup. And it's a goaltend on Turner. I was about to say, how many times is Miles Turner going to block a layup off the backboard, and they're not going to give him the goaltend? Nembhard bringing it down. Nembhard, mid-range jumper. Can't get it to go. Good defense from Kason Wallace. Harnstein with a nice strong rebound. Here comes J-Dub, bringing it down. Over to SGA. SGA dancing with it against Nembhard. Crosses over to his right. Splits the pick and roll. Kicks it out. J-Dub, pump fakes. Back out Lou Dort. Lou Dort, no hesitation from three. Way off on that one. Harnstein falls on the floor fighting for it. And a jump ball is called immediately with only 0.5 on the clock for the Thunder. Only 0.5 on the shot clock. Charlie V. Cruz, what's up, Charlie? Close game, yeah. Yeah, the Pacers hanging around. This is a team of fighters right here. If there's any team that could overcome an injury to their best player, it's this team right here. Nembhard bringing it down. Mathurin up top. Dancing with it. SGA switches onto him. A pull-up three from Mathurin. Ooh, Ben Mathurin. Oh, Pacers take a 1-point lead. They're not going away quietly, y'all. It's not happening. SGA up top, dancing with it against Nembhard. Swings it over to Harnstein. And he double dribbles with it. What are you doing, Harnstein? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? I said confirmed. I saw the slow-mo replay with zoom in on the calf on Dr. Suter's channel. Very clearly, completely ruptured Achilles. Yeah, it's over, man. It's over. David was at Fanatics Fest. Must have been a good time, David. Happy you had a good time there. Obi topping up top. Trying to get to somebody. Good ball denial from J-Dub on Matherin. Get it over to Nemhard. Nemhard's dancing with it, driving to his left. Swings it out. Top in a straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. Siakam battling for the offensive rebound and gets fouled by Kason Wallace. Is it a foul on the floor or is it a foul on the tip attempt? Well, it doesn't matter. They're in the bonus, so he's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. Siakam knocks down the first one. Siakam knocks down both free throws, giving them a 3-point lead, these Pacers, man. Right? We talked about how the Pacers wanted as close as possible going into halftime, and now they got the lead. And the Thunder not being able to extend any kind of lead right now. J-Dub dancing with it against Siakam. Stop, turn, pump fake, kicks it out. SGA on the left wing being guarded by McConnell. Step back three for Haliburton. Step back three for Haliburton, my goodness. Step back three for SGA. Halfway down, but he couldn't get it to stay. And now McConnell pulls it all the way back out. We're under a minute to go. Out to Nemhard, one-on-one against Harnstein. Driving it in, leans in, step back, mid-range, follow-away jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. McConnell had it, lost it, still loose. J-Dub able to pick it up. And here comes SGA. SGA inside the Harnstein. Harnstein gets fouled, gets the end one for Harnstein. Harnstein will go to the foul line for one more. And they call the offensive foul on Matherin as the Pacers are trying to bring the ball down. Lou Dort takes a dive. Matherin does run into him. But Lou Dort takes it. He sees Matherin coming. He's like, all right, we're going to run into each other. I'm going to take a dive. They give him the offensive foul. That's just a play on. Tell Lou Dort to get up. SGA has it up top. It's tied at 45. SGA is dancing with it against Nemhard. SGA has not had the range from three, so he doesn't take it. He looks to attack, draws the foul. Nemhard can't knock down the floater, but he will go to the foul line with 2 free throws. 24 seconds to go. And that is 2 fouls on Nesmith, 2 fouls on Nemhard now. Got 2 fouls on Bradley on the bench, 2 fouls on McConnell on the bench. Stop showing this replay, ESPN. What are you doing? SGA knocks down the first free throw. SGA knocks down both of his free throws. Under 30. Siakam bringing it down. Siakam has it up top. Gets it over to Nemhard. Coming to his left. Dancing with it. Step back left wing three. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Nemhard. This Pacers team, man, is something else. SGA can't get the half-court heave to go at the buzzer, and the Pacers will go into halftime with a 1-point lead after Haliburton played 7 minutes. Mark Avon, what's up, Mark? Game 7 is going to come down to the wire, man. It's looking like it. It's looking like it. You know, my feeling hasn't changed. I still feel like this is a Pacers win. This would be insane. This would be insane. Just that Haliburton's dad is distraught. Sad they put them all on TV. It is. It is. It absolutely is. Chi, what's up, Chi? Achilles for Haliburton. Yeah, I have money on Indy to win it all. They still could. They still could, Chi. Just that said, each team 22-point quarters. We can look at it. 22 for Indiana in the first, 22 for OKC in the second. Pacers have made 8 threes. Thunder have made 4. They're 4 for 18. At least they're getting them up. Them not being able to get up threes has been an issue for them as the series has gone on. Again, to the foul line, they've taken 13. Pacers have also taken 13. So. Nine for Nemhard, 10 for Siakam. Neesmith hit a 3. Turner is 1 for 4 from the foul line. Miles Turner, brother, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? Turner with 3. Off the bench, they got Matherin with 8. Matherin's playing well. You know McConnell's going to do his thing. He's got 4, 3, and 3. Solid. Toppin hasn't given them anything so far tonight. You look at the Thunder side. SGA with 16. J-Dub, where are you, brother? 2 for 7 from the floor. 5 points, not good enough. Holmgren, 5 points, not good enough. With no Haliburton, you're not winning with this level of performance outside of SGA. Everybody's stuck on 5. Like, come on, man. Alex Caruso's their second leading scorer off the bench with 8. It ain't gonna cut it, man. SGA is doing his thing. He's doing his thing. He's being a star, and I'm gonna go out swinging. This is looking like Jalen Brunson on the Knicks, right? Jalen Brunson showing up, and then everyone else going quiet. We need somebody to step up here. J-Dub, where are you, man? Where are you? Yak said, I think at some point OKC pulls away. That should be the case, Yak. I agree with you. It should be the case. But this Pacers team has defied rational thinking time and time again during this playoff run. So I'm not expecting it. I'm not expecting it. I'm not surprised that Indiana kept it close and even has taken a 1-point lead in halftime. Maybe I'm surprised they took a 1-point lead, but a lead into halftime. But I'm not surprised that it's a close game, even after the Haliburton injury. Because I think the thing that will sink the Pacers, if anything sinks the Pacers, I think the thing that will sink them is their ability to hang with the Thunder for another full 24 minutes without Haliburton. Right? But the thing about that is you just have to do it for 24 more minutes. That's it. That's it. Just that's it. Indy 8 turnovers, OKC 4 turnovers, yeah. I mean, without your point guard, you're going to turn the ball over more. in OKC, so the role players are going to play better for the Thunder. And by playing better, they play better defensively. Because that's at both teams' biggest lead has been 5 points. Yeah, it's been close all game long. And it can't, you can't have a close game if you're the Thunder. This is a close game, even without Haliburton. I think I still like the Pacers to win it. As crazy as that sounds. I don't think you want a close game if you're the Thunder. You got to take a double-digit lead, and it's got to be over at that point. And you can't look back. Can't look back. Yeah, except score is close but far from a good game. It's been pretty ugly so far. Look, 48-47 is not a halftime score in 2025, right? Teams regularly score 55-60 by halftime. Yeah, like I said, I predicted going 7. Pacers defense is so improved. It is. It is one of the most under talked about things when you listen. I don't really listen to TV. I listen to podcasts. And they talk about it enough on podcasts, but it's one of the most under discussed things about this Pacers team. Like, yes, the pace is great. Yes, Haliburton's been incredible. Yes, Nesmith has turned into the greatest three-point shooter we've ever seen. Yes, Nembhard has stepped up defensively in a way that we didn't think he had in him. Yes, McConnell has been amazing off the bench. Yes, Obi Toppin has stepped up. Yes, Siakam has been phenomenal. But their defense has hit a level. You know, when they first kind of assembled or started to assemble this team together, they were a team that was like, okay, we'll have the best offense and we're going to be mediocre on defense, mediocre to bad on defense. And they have flipped the script where they're still incredible on offense. That's still the thing that defines them is their offense. But their defense has gone to the point where they're now a legitimate championship level team. Obviously, they're in Game 7 of the finals. But their defense is the reason why they're here. If they're a mediocre defense, teams will be able, especially in a playoff series, be able to tie them up defensively enough where they'll be able to beat them. But the ability to step up their defense in the way they have, with Siakam taking a step up, with Nembhard taking a step up, with Nesmith being better defensively, with Haliburton taking a step up defensively. The thing that is defining the Pacers' success right now is their improved defense for sure. For sure. Gigi said, why would you trade Jalen Green and Brooks for KD? That's the future in Houston right there. Jalen Green, brother, he's going into year 5, and he showed no signs of being a consistently good player, man. They are so happy to finally trade Jalen Green. That guy's going to be a middling shot chucker his whole career. That's what he is destined to be. A middling shot chucker. Right? And the Rockets are looking at what the Pacers are doing, and they're looking at their team, and they're like, okay, next year Şengün will be better. Amin Thompson will be better. Maybe Amin Thompson takes the lead and is the best player on the team next year. The thing we couldn't do was score in isolation or have a go-to guy to score. Like, we were giving the ball to Şengün in the post, and he was getting locked up by Jalen Green. So if we get Kevin Durant, now we have a guy we can throw the ball to and go get a basket. Like, they're looking at it like, okay, we're making our championship run next year. You know, like the Thunder are going all in. The league, for the most part, is going all in. If you are close and you feel like one trade can be the difference, you're going all in. The Knicks went all in. The Pacers, they didn't go all in. They have some picks that they can move. But the Magic are going all in. The Rockets are now going all in. The Celtics went all in. Now they're going to start pulling it back a little bit. But the league is so wide open that if you feel like you're close and you have a chance, and there's a guy out there who is as good as Kevin Durant is, and you feel like he's your missing piece, go get him. Go get him. Especially when it only cost you Jalen Green, Dillon Brooks, and the 10 pick. The thing that sucks the most out of that trade is losing Dillon Brooks. That's the thing that sucks the most. Charlie B. Cruz said, I'd rather have Jordan Clarkson than Jalen Green. I would low-key agree with you, but only in the sense that because you can pull back Jordan Clarkson because he knows he's a role player. It's very difficult to pull back Jalen Green because he thinks he's a star. So I'd agree with that. Because that's a middling shot chucker. That's what his career is destined to be unless he changes his mentality a little bit on the way he plays. You know, he's got to mature his game. And he's done a little bit of that. He came in as a terrible shot selection, horrific shot selection. And he's gotten a little bit better with that. But he still has a really rough time of generating any open looks. He still settles for a lot of terrible shots. He's not a good defensive player. Haliburton's father confirms his son has exited Game 7 with an Achilles injury. There's the confirmation. It's not from a doctor, but if anybody's going to know, it's going to be Dad. The rebounding battle, 20-22. 9 assists to 11 assists. OKC get an assist tonight, which is a great sign for them. Only the 4 turnovers to the 8 turnovers. We talked about that. Free throws are the same. 38 shot attempts for the Pacers. 42 for the Thunder. They're winning the possession battle there. So that's a good sign. The signs are slightly leaning towards the Thunder here. But I just have this gut feeling that the Pacers are gonna win it, man. Just got a gut feeling. Yeah, I said Celtics will be stuck with Holiday, 90 million. KP doesn't play off a horrible year. Unless they bite the bullet and find a way to get off of them by including, other assets, picks and whatnot, attaching a first-round pick to move off a Holiday or something like that. There's always ways to circumvent it. It's just, maybe not the way or the risk that you would like to take. Gigi said, how would you rate the Knicks' chances of winning next year 1 to 10? They got an 8. I'd comfortably give them an 8. I said this year that they were a championship contending team. They were a dark horse championship contending team. And by dark horse championship contending team, I mean that you can win a championship, but everything has to go right for you. You have to get the injury luck. You have to get the shooting variance luck. You have to get the matchup luck. You have to get all the luck in the world in order to win as a dark horse championship team. And they got a lot of luck. Let's be real. During this run, they were 2 games away from making it to the finals, but they'll have an 8 going into next year. I knock off a point because of the coaching situation. We'll see who the coach is. Hard to make a full determination. We don't even know who's going to be the leader of this team. Yeah, I said I think the next thing we could hear is Kessler going to the Lakers. Possibly, right? Well, the Walker Kessler thing from Utah has been circling forever. I don't know why Utah wants to get off of Walker Kessler, but okay. And obviously the Lakers are in the market for a nice big center who can play with Luka, and Walker Kessler fits the bill almost to a T. Mark even said Pacers will win because I don't want because I don't want them to win. Every year the team I don't want to win wins. Yeah. I really. You didn't want the Nuggets winning a couple years ago? I wanted the Nuggets winning. I wanted the Warriors to beat the Celtics. I wanted the Bucks to beat the Suns. That happened. I was rooting for the Lakers to beat the Heat. That happened. I was rooting for the Raptors to beat the Warriors. That happened. And then we got the Golden State Warriors. Was not rooting for them with KD. Buzzy Beater said, is Giannis off the board for us? Yes, sir, Buzzy Beater. Yes, sir. Giannis Antetokounmpo is not on the board for the Knicks whatsoever. Should he become available, the Knicks will give their offer, but the Bucks would be unlikely to take that offer anyway. Because I'm sure other teams would have. Oh, my bad. Other teams would have better offers than the Knicks are going to be able to present. Why is halftime so long? They don't even have a halftime show. This is all just ads. Mark even said, yeah, good point about the Warriors. I'm being melodramatic. I like Siakam and think he deserves another ring. But Haliburton, yeah. I mean, it's just the Pacers thing for me. Like, if it said any other team other than Indiana, the two teams I just can't find three teams I can't find myself rooting for: Indiana, Boston, and Miami. Every other team's cool. Delano, what's up, Delano? Delano, did you see the Haliburton news, brother? We'll see how the Pacers hold up here in the second half, but phenomenal first half to take a 1-point lead into the second half here. Buzzy said Giannis has to want to come here. Yeah, he has to give the demand that I want to go to the Knicks and only to the Knicks in order for him to end up on the Knicks, which I don't think he would do. I think he would put the Knicks on a list of 2 or 3 other teams, and the other teams will very easily outbid the Knicks. That's what I believe would happen. J-Dub bringing it down. Start of the second half. He has it up top being guarded by Nesmith. Coming to his left. Matherin switches on to him. J-Dub has not passed it once. Now he gets it over to SGA. SGA is going to go one-on-one. Coming to his left. Now coming to his right. A deep pull-up 3 over Nembhard. Way off. Maybe looking to draw a foul, but knocked out of bounds by Nesmith. They reset the shot clock to 14. Ball did hit the rim. Here we go. KD got traded to the Rockets, Rolana. He did get traded to the Rockets. SGA off the inbound. Can't get the 3 to go, but Holmgren with the offensive rebound and putback. There you go. Way to get it off the glass, Chet Holmgren. Rolana said, what happened? I can't watch TV right now. Haliburton tore his Achilles 7 minutes into the game. He's done. Nembhard gets it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds off of Nembhard. And this is when the Thunder could ratchet up their intensity. Let's see how it responds. They got the 1-point lead right now. They just forced a turnover. SGA's bringing it down. J-Dub, or SGA, kicks it over to J-Dub. J-Dub a 3. He comes up short. Lou Dort comes flying in for the offensive rebound and gets it out to SGA. SGA being guarded by Nesmith. I think he likes his matchup way more than he likes the Nembhard matchup. SGA loses the handle, picks it up, gets it out to Dort. Dort knocked out of his hands, shot clock winding down. He's got to chuck a high arcing deep one, and he gets it to go. No way he knocked down a 35-foot logo 3 with the shot clock winding down, and he just chucks it up. Might be when OKC makes their run. Holmgren gets the block. They kick it out to Siakam. Siakam on the 3 on the relocation. He gets it to go down with the answer. Great answer from Siakam. J-Dub up top. Coming to his left. Swings it out to Caruso. Caruso catches, pump fakes. Draws the foul on Nesmith. Foul on the floor. Ooh, Dort's got that high arcing three, man. SGA kicks it out the Dort. Gonna pump fake, drive it in, pump fakes again, falls away. Last second, tries to get over to J-Dub. Shot clock winding down. Gets it into Caruso. Caruso can't get the layup to go, but he gets his own putback to go. 3-point lead for the Thunder. Pacers have answered every swing so far. Matherin has it on the left wing up top to Turner. Hands it off to Nembhard. Nembhard, a pull-up three off the screen. In and out, can't get it to stay. Here comes SGA bringing it down the other way. Has it on the left wing. Driving it down. Knocked out of his hands. Kicks out the Dort. Dort, a straightaway three over Nesmith. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Caruso battling with it with Matherin. Can't get it to go. Good box out and rebound from Matherin. Nembhard over to Matherin. Gets it knocked out of his hands by J-Dub. Now here comes J-Dub coming the other way. Euro stepping down the lane. Gets contested at the rim by Matherin. Excellent hustle and contest from Matherin, but it didn't matter as J-Dub got it to go in a double clutch layup and a timeout from Rick Carlisle as the Thunder have now taken a 5-point lead. Okay. Carlisle could feel the momentum starting to shift as the crowd's getting into it. OKC's defense is forcing turnovers. So while the Pacers have done a good job of answering every swing from the Thunder so far, you can feel the momentum starting to shift towards the Thunder. Good timeout from him. Good timeout. By the way, Caruso comes down and starts the second half. Hartenstein back on the bench, man. Back on the bench. Mark Avon said 5 up, Thunder, chance to pull away. Yeah, I mean, it was a smart timeout from Carlisle because you could start to feel the momentum shifting towards the Thunder there. You know, all the other guys are starting to chip in. SGA hasn't scored yet, but Holmgren has scored. J-Dub has scored. Dort knocked down a crazy three. Caruso scored. So, you know, they came out at halftime, and SGA didn't have to come out with the cape on. Solano said Rockets still going to suck. They were the 2 seed in a loaded West. They were the 2 seed, and they just added Kevin Durant. We'll see what their defense looks like. It should still be solid because Udoka's a great coach. Hartenstein will now be coming off the bench in the second half. 5.6 boards, 2 assists. Cason Wallace has been the bench guy, who's been very good. He's got 3 steals. He knocked down a 3. Caruso, predictably, very good tonight in a Game 7. Win or go home. Siakam with 13. Nembhard with 9. Matherin with 8. But this is where they could start to slow down a bit. This is absolutely when they could start to slow down a bit. We'll see. We'll see if they'll be able to hold fort. Matherin misses a 3. Fight for the loose ball. Neesmith able to grab it. Leans in. Puts up a floater. He comes up short. Fight for the loose ball again. And a foul on the floor on SGA. Fighting for the loose ball. Buzzer beater said J. Kidd coming to the Knicks as the next head coach. Not impossible, but highly, 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 highly improbable. Matherin has it up top. Coming to his left. Kicks it over to Nembhard. Nembhard being guarded by Dort. Coming to his right off the Turner screen. Driving it down against Chet Holmgren. Nembhard able to draw the foul on Holmgren. He's going to go to the foul line with 2 free throws. Charlie said, hard to read this Pacers offense because they don't do a lot of isolation. The ball is moving and everyone has the green light to shoot, unlike our Knicks. Yeah. The hardest offense to guard is a movement-based offense. It's also the hardest to consistently run. You also need to be extremely well-conditioned. And this Pacers team is the best-conditioned team in the league. And they have an extremely smart coach. And they have a point guard who plays a fast pace, and everyone's gotten used to it. Right? This is the 3rd year of Haliburton on the Pacers, isn't it? 3rd or 4th year? Yeah, I said defense might not be the same in Houston. It might not be. Might not be. You know, KD's no slouch defensively, but he's obviously taken a step back as he's 37 now. But Neesmith, they did call in the act of shooting, and he did knock down both free throws. J-Dub driving it in. Good defense from Siakam, not the foul. J-Dub throws up a wild layup. Here comes Nembhard driving it down on Caruso. Pulls it out, all the way out. Now coming to his left. Swings it out to Turner. Turner's been missing all series long, and he gets that one to go down. And they tied at 56. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Nembhard. Step back 3 over Siakam. And he answers with a 3 of his own. Big shot from SGA. McConnell has it up top. Coming to his right. Pulling it all the way out. Lou Dort applying excellent pressure. J-Dub jumps the passing lane, knocks it out. Here comes Lou Dort coming all the other way. Gets it knocked out of bounds by Turner. So it'll still be OKC ball. Excellent defense from Turner there. It was a 3-on-1 fast break. Turner was able to guard all 3 players. Buzzer beater said, Shamit, Cam, and DeLon, you have one spot open. Who you'd give it to? I think I'd give it to DeLon Wright. SGA kicks it out to Chet Holmgren at the last second, and Holmgren knocks down a 3. Back-to-back threes for OKC now as they go back up by 6. Largest lead of the game. Connell coming to his right off a Siakam screen, driving it down under the basket, tries to leave it off for Turner, knocked loose. Bad pass from McConnell. 2 bad passes from McConnell. And the Thunder are now forcing turnover after turnover after turnover. Pacers without their point guard. SGA, beautiful spin, kicks it out to a wide open J-Dub. Excellent. And J-Dub gets a friendly roll on the 3. And 3 straight threes for OKC gives them a 9-point lead. And here's the possible run from the Thunder. Good timeout from Rick Carlisle. Got to calm your team down. They're turning the ball over like crazy. The Thunder are ratcheting up their defense. AB said, imagine living in Seattle and you have to watch this. Seattle not having a basketball team just doesn't feel right. Just doesn't feel right. AP said, Sham is better offense, but DeLon is better defense. Shamit's offense is slightly better. Slightly better. I would take DeLon Wright for his size and his defense. I don't need offense from Shamit. You know, it's nice, and Shamit's a feisty defender, but I don't need offense from our bench guys. We got more than enough mouths to feed on offense. You got Brunson, you got Towns, you got Bridges, you got Anunoby, you got McBride, who's going to want his fair share of touches. You got Josh Hart, who's going to want his fair share of touches. And I know Shamit's going to spread the court and whatnot and shoot the three, and he's not necessarily looking for offense, but I don't need his offense. DeLon Wright can knock down a standstill three as well, and that's good enough for me. I don't think you can go wrong with either of them, though. It definitely comes down to those two get campaign out of here. I don't think you can go wrong with either of them, though. Kenny McLeod, what's up, Kenny? Turnovers killing Indy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Once the Thunder ratchet up their defense, Indiana no longer with their point guard, having to play a menagerie of a point guard combo between Nembhard and McConnell now. Even Ben Matherin's bringing the ball down every now and again. It's like they're trying to find the ball handlers. Their main ball handler, they're trying to find the ball handlers right now, and that's not a situation you want to be in when you're playing this OKC defense, because they will ratchet it up, they will apply the pressure, and they will force you into bad decisions and bad turnovers. Charlie said, hopefully the Knicks find a way to get Tyus Jones from the Suns. I'm not the biggest Tyus Jones fan. Tyus Jones is a really bad defender. He's one of the worst defending point guards in the league. So you're going to go from Brunson to Tyus Jones? You're going to have Brunson in the game, and then you're going to bring Tyus Jones in to continuously get cooked defensively? I'd rather have DeLon Wright than Tyus Jones. I'd rather have DeLon Wright than Tyus Jones. Gigi said, all that sounds good as long as JB comes back with a different mindset and gets others involved. You got to watch more basketball, Gigi. It's not about getting others involved. It's about playing the offense. Here we go. McConnell has it up top. Kason Wallace is in the game, guarding McConnell now. McConnell crosses over to his right, driving it down. Scoop layup off glass, and he gets it to go down. Tough drive from TJ McConnell. Tough drive. Under 7 now. J-Dub has it up top, being guarded by Neesmith. Get it over to Dort, now over to SGA, being guarded by Nembhard. SGA's been pretty fantastic here tonight. SGA blows past Nembhard, gets the layup to go along the baseline. Beautiful drive from SGA. Nembhard has it up top. SGA's got 21 and 9 with 0 turnovers. McConnell driving it down, goes under the rim, being guarded by Holmgren. Crosses over to his left, goes under the rim again. Got nowhere to go. Steve Nashing it, but now hands it off to Toppin. Toppin knocked out of his hands by SGA. Here comes Lou Dort pushing the other way. Lou Dort on the right wing, in and out dribble, driving it down, pulls it all the way back out. Gets it over to SGA. Go give the ball to Chet Holmgren in the post. I know he's not a post player, but he's got TJ McCollum on him. Swing it over to J-Dub. J-Dub hesitates from 3. Now he's going to drive it down, scoop play with the left hand off glass. He can't get it to go, fight for the rebound. You have TJ McConnell guarding Chet Holmgren, and you don't even look his way. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. McConnell to the rim again, and he gets another layup. TJ McConnell to the rescue. Here we go. SGA a step back 3. Can't get that one to go. Obi Toppin rips down a rebound. It's a 7-point game. Toppin over to Nembhard. Nembhard up top. Swings it over to McConnell. McConnell quick crossover to his right. Going to drive it down. Pull up jumper over Kason Wallace, and he gets it to go. 3 straight buckets for TJ McConnell, man. Excellent contest from Kason Wallace, too. There's nothing you can do about that. SGA driving to his right. Leaves it off for Holmgren. Holmgren to the rim for a 2-handed slam. TJ McConnell to the rescue, y'all. McConnell bringing it down. Coming to his left, driving baseline, goes up, on the rim. 4 straight baskets for TJ McConnell, man. 4 straight baskets for TJ McConnell. SGA gets fouled by Turner. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Back to 5, just like that. Because TJ McConnell is insane. He is insane. Maybe you said, how come the Knicks never find these players? Quickly, McBride. They find these players just as often, brother. SGA knocked down the first one. He's got one more coming. Misses the second one. Can't be missing free throws. Can't be missing free throws. Nembhard bringing it down. 6-point lane. Nembhard dancing with it. Coming to his right, spinning to his left. Got a lane. Step back, fall the way over Wallace. Excellent defense. Can't get it to go. Caruso grabs a rebound. Cross-court pass to Dort. Dort's going to walk into a pull-up 3. A terrible shot. Halfway down, can't get it to go. Caruso came flying in. The bald eagle. Trying to turn back the clock on a putback dunk. He couldn't get it to go down. McConnell gets it out to Nesmith. Nesmith out to Toppin. Toppin over to McConnell. McConnell driving the baseline. Baseline pull-up jumper. Five straight baskets. 5 straight baskets for McConnell. TJ McConnell taking over the game. This is insane. It's insane. They bring a double team to SGA. Quickly swings it out. Move the ball around. Dort right corner 3. No hesitation. In and out. Can't get it to stay. McConnell has it up top, being guarded by Harnstein. McConnell dancing with it. Spinning in the lane. Leaves it off for Bradley. Bradley knocked out of his hands. Picks it up. Gets it out to Toppin. Toppin can't hold on to it, and it's out of bounds. Thunder will bring it down. 3 minutes to go here in the third quarter. It's a 4-point game, 70-66. And again, the Pacers have done a really great job of answering these blows from the Thunder, man. Get it over to J-Dub. J-Dub loses the handle. Now he has it up top. Coming to his right off a Harnstein screen. Driving it down. Inside pass to Harnstein. Harnstein stops, turns, spins, kicks it out to an open Kason Wallace in the corner. He splashes a 3. Excellent pass from Harnstein. Way to knock down the 3 from Kason Wallace, who's been excellent for them off the bench. They're back up by 9. Excuse me. They're back up by 7. McConnell almost turns it over. He does turn it over. Harnstein picks it up. Out to Wallace. Wallace to the rim. Gets the righty layup to go. Now it's a 9-point game. Toppin bringing it down. Putting his head down. Attacking. Stops. Turns. Spins. Gets fouled by J-Dub. Kiana Bryant, what's up, Kiana? I know the Knicks coach was going to get fired. He did not play his players properly. He did not. He did not. His coaching performance this year cost him his job. He had a poor coaching performance this year. McConnell up top, attacking, leaves it off. Thomas Bryant, a straightaway three. Can't get that one to go. Crazy to come into the game and immediately get the open three. Pacers able to grab the rebound, though. Knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pacers. McConnell's got to inbound it. They got 14 back on the shot clock. McConnell's got nowhere to go and a 5-second call. And McConnell's saying, I'm not just going to throw it into nobody so they can get a fast break. He said, I'll take the 5 seconds. Charlie said Knicks still have the NBA rights for Rokas Jogobitis, right? They do. They do. But don't expect Rokas Jogobitis to come over anytime soon. I don't think he'll ever wear a Knicks uniform. If he does come over to the NBA, I don't think he'll ever wear a Knicks uniform. J-Dub has it up top. 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Driving it down. Scoop with the left hand over Thomas Bryant, and he gets it to go. An 11-point lead for the Thunder here. McConnell has it up top, and a timeout from Carlisle and the Pacers. Mark Haven finished the job, OKC. Finished the job. This was the thing. Like, the Pacers can absolutely hang around. They're tough. And if you're the Thunder and you allow them to hang around, they're going to have the confidence. They have the grittiness to steal this game even without Haliburton. So if you're the Thunder, you got to build the lead. And you have to hold on to the lead, and you can't look back. You know? So finally, they're building the lead. It was always going to be about whether the Pacers are going to be able to maintain the ability to stay close enough to steal this game. But the Thunder ratcheting up their defense, forcing turnover after turnover, and not having a point guard out there for the Pacers is where it gets rough, man. Where it gets rough. Indiana gets it into Turner. Turner has it up top. Now over to McConnell. McConnell coming to his right off a Turner screen. Dancing with it against Harnstein on a switch. A mid-range pull-up jumper. Gets to go. TJ McConnell. He scored the last 6 points. The last 6 buckets. 12 straight points for Indiana. TJ McConnell's insane. J-Dub has it up top. Pulls it back out. Dancing with it. Step back mid-range fall-away jumper. A terrible shot, but he got it to go. J-Dub has not had the touch from the perimeter tonight with a shot, but he got that one to go down. McConnell driving it down, gets fouled by J-Dub. Yeah, if I'm the Thunder, I'm literally putting Lou Dort on TJ McConnell or J-Dub. I need a big, strong, long defender on McConnell. AP said Sheffy's favorite player, iHeart. Come on, man. Come on. I've done too many Harnstein rants. Don't get me started, man. Don't get me started. Shaq Collins said McConnell could start on a team he plays so good. McConnell is the prototypical perfect backup guard. Perfect in his role as a backup guard. Perfect. McConnell has it all on the right baseline. Now coming to his left, driving it down, kicks it out. Shepard, an open left wing three, way off. Harnstein with the rebound. Here comes J-Dub. J-Dub dancing with it, coming to his left. Another mid-range pull-up jumper. Can't get that one to go. Matherin with the rebound. He's bringing it down. Still an 11-point game, under a minute to go now. Matherin over to McConnell. McConnell being guarded by Caruso. Coming to his right. Harnstein switches onto him. Goes to the rim. Can't get that layup to go. Harnstein grabs the rebound. Here comes McConnell. Excuse me. Here comes Caruso. Over to Harnstein. Harnstein picks up his handle and a timeout from the Thunder. AP said, how have the ratings for the NBA Finals been? No idea, because I don't really care. Why would we care about ratings, brother? We're watching basketball. 26 champs that are the Knicks officially favored to come out of the East next year? I don't think so. I would doubt it. Maybe. No, the Cavs. Cavs are going to be favored. Charlie said, who do you think is going to win Finals MVP? It's going to be SGA. No question. No question. It's 100% SGA. He might even get the vote unanimously. Not even close. Nobody else is going to even come close. J-Dub has the one good game where he dropped the 40 ball, but even in that game, SGA had 31 and 10. You know, like he was right behind him, being awesome. So, you know, in games that they've won, like SGA has been awesome in all of them. And even tonight, SGA is now sitting at 22 and 10 with no turnovers. Got 22 and 10 with no turnovers in a game 7. You know? Sire Love, what's up, Sire? Here we go. SGA has it up top. Coming to his right. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Double clutches in the air. Can't get it to go. Harnstein with the tip, though. Harnstein having a huge end to the third quarter here. Nembhard has it up top. Chuck Hollis said, I think Thunder's about to be champions. They should be, man. They should be. Nembhard dancing with it. Takes it out to Siakam. Siakam driving to his left against Caruso. Excellent defense from Caruso. Comes up with the block. Aaron Wiggins picks it up. And SGA will bring it down. Going to heave it. 3/4 court. Can't get it to go. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. 13-point lead. 12 minutes of basketball left. Do the Pacers have an improbable comeback left in them? Can the Thunder hold on to bring their franchise and their city their first championship? Do they have it in them? Charlie V. Cruz said, if the Pacers win this, the Finals MVP would be Haliburton. Absolutely not. Finals MVP is going to be Siakam. 100% going to be Siakam. It'll 100% be Siakam. I mean, man, McConnell might be second. McConnell might be second in the MVP voting if the Thunder win it. Homer with 12, J Double 14, SGA with 22, Harnstein with 7, Dort with 8, off the bench Caruso is 10, Wallace is 8. Again, solid contributions all around. It's really their defense that has stepped up here, and the Pacers just obviously inability to create good offense without Haliburton here, right? Time is ticking down, and it may strike midnight here for the Pacers. Love said, are we still trying to put OG in every Knicks trade? That's what happens when you got the big contract, Love. When you sign the big contract and you're not an all-star player, be prepared to hear your name in hypothetical trades. Whether they want to move OG Anunoby or not, the guy whose contract makes sense to trade is OG Anunoby. So if that's something that is going to bother him, then you shouldn't have signed a $212 million contract. You have the contract that's tradable, and you're a good player. But you're not an all-star level player. So be prepared to hear your name in trade discussions all the time. It's going to happen. I'm sure he's had to know it was going to happen. Right? And as Knicks fans, we have to be prepared for that to happen. When you have that contract and you're that level of player, you're going to hear your name in trade discussions all the time because it's the logical person to trade. Here we go. Fourth quarter. Toppin fires a three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Fight for it. Out of bounds. Off of Mathurin. Going back to the Thunder. Hey, you said the way the season ended, everyone is on the table? Yeah. Hard disagree, brother. I don't even know what that means. The way the season ended, told you should probably fire the coach, and I highly doubted that they would do that. And then they did that. It doesn't tell you to trade everybody. That's what a weak-minded leader would do, is blow it up. That's absolutely not what you do. SGA a step back three over Neesmith. Oh, SGA is trying to put the nail in the coffin right there. Toppin bringing it down. Hands it off to Neesmith. Neesmith driving to his right. In the mid-range, pump fake, leans in, out to Toppin. Toppin coming to his left. Got nowhere to go. Leaves it off for Neesmith. Neesmith caught in the air, out of bounds, staying with the Thunder. Just that said OKC deserves this, in my opinion. Mark Dagnall's going to use the challenge here after SGA said don't challenge it. That's absolutely off of Neesmith there. SGA did tip it, but it's off of Neesmith. He said, I didn't say blow it up. I said no one's off the table. If no one's off the table, then everyone's on the table. And that is not where you want to be as a franchise, brother. That means you have a lack of confidence in your team. That means at any given point you could blow it up, which you should not be doing. Shaq Hollis at SGA MVP. Absolutely, man. Regular season MVP, finals MVP. And he's having the best game of anybody tonight in the closeout. He's been phenomenal. He's been almost perfect. He's been damn near perfect. He's been pretty much perfect. He has 25 and 10, 2 blocks, a steal, no turnovers. Only 1 foul. He's been as close to perfect as perfect can get. 10 for 32 from 3 as a team. Pacers stuck on 10 threes. Just that's at 10:07 p.m. Not terribly late, but getting there. Yeah, man. I mean, it'll probably end around 10:30, 10:40. You know, you know. 8 o'clock start time was on a Sunday though. It just sucks. It just sucks. Stop showing the replay, ESPN. What are you doing? Jeez Louise. Shaq Hollis said Mather is not good in my opinion. He's a solid bench guy. Comes off the bench. Sometimes he has it, sometimes he doesn't. SGA has it up top, gets it over to Caruso. They got the 16-point lead right now. Get it over to SGA. SGA in the post being guarded by Nembhard. Mid-range pull-up jumper. Off the back rim, can't get it to go. Neesmith comes flying in for the rebound. Here comes Siakam. Final 10.5 stretch for the Pacers here. Can they pull off the miracle? Siakam kicks it out to Mathurin. Mathurin being guarded by Wiggins. Jab step, swing through to his right. Kicks it out to Siakam. Siakam a straightaway three over Chet Holmgren's contest. He can't get it to go. Good box out from Caruso as Neesmith ends up fouling Caruso. Ball's going to go back to the Thunder. Tyler Love said, what happened to Tyrese? Only 7 minutes. Tore his Achilles. Caruso up top. Hands it off to SGA. SGA's dancing with it. Has it in the post against McConnell. Backing him down. He's got the size advantage. Fall-away jumper. Kicks out the last second to Aaron Wiggins for a straightaway three. He's open. He can't get it to go. Neesmith with the rebound. Here comes Mathurin. Mathurin. Gets it over to Neesmith. Neesmith over to Mathurin. They get it into Siakam, and he gets fouled by SGA. On the mismatch, SGA jumped the passing lane, ends up fouling him. That's the only thing not going SGA's way is 2 for 9 from 3. Yeah. He hasn't necessarily had the touch from three-point range tonight. McConnell driving it down against Lou Dort, gets fouled. Exactly what I would do. I'd put Lou Dort on McConnell. Since the 8-minute and 32-second, since the 8.5-minute mark of the third quarter, only TJ McConnell has scored for the Pacers. My goodness. Mark Gavin said, finally the Pacers are dying. Charlie V. Cruz said, I think the Pacers are more brokenhearted than the Knicks exiting the East Conference Finals. Look, man, you lose a Game 7 in the finals, and your best player is likely going to be out all of next year. Like, your championship hopes of competing next year are also likely gone. Like, come on, man. SGA comes up with a block on the Neesmith 3. Siakam picks it up, can knock down the jumper. Holmgren able to pick up the rebound, and now here comes SGA. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Neesmith. Has it up top, dancing with it, looking to go one-on-one. Spins off of him, hangs in the air for a while, finds Wallace somehow in the dunker spot. He's able to lay it up and in. 11th assist for SGA. He's got no turnovers. 18-point lead for the Thunder, 9 minutes to go. McConnell's driving it in against Holmgren, loses his handle, picks it back up, now coming to his right. They show a double team inside the Neesmith. Neesmith, the reverse layup, gets blocked by Holmgren. Dort saves it over to Holmgren. Yeah, it's feeling like it's over. Feeling like it's over. SGA, the pull-up three. He hasn't hit them consistently tonight. Misses that one. Long rebound out to Wallace. Wallace kicks it out the Dort. Up top to SGA. SGA coming to his right. McConnell switches onto him. He splits the defense, kicks it out to a wide-open J-Dub for a three. And now we're in celebration mode as we take a 21-point lead. Now for the Thunder, celebration time. Now we can celebrate. Hattie, what's up, Hattie? Because that's a victory parade that started in OKC. Yes, it has. Yes, it has. This one is over. Celebration time in OKC. Just that's it. Pacers white flag. It's the finals. You go down swinging. Go down swinging. Best players leave the best players on the court until the final minute or two. Shot Collins. Chet with 3 blocks. Chet's been good. Chet's been solid. He hasn't had the offensive impact in this series that you would like him to have, but the defense has for sure been there. Just that's it. Give the bench guy some run. If you're Rick Carlisle, it's Game 7 of the NBA Finals, man. There's 8.5 minutes to go. You let your guys go down swinging. That's what you do. Let them go down swinging. Michael Brown said, "Congratulations to OKC Thunder. Thanks for eliminating the Pacers. Revenge for the Knicks." I don't feel any satisfaction in seeing the Pacers lose this way. I don't see any satisfaction in it. Haliburton going down the way he did sucks. Just that's at 17, 3, and 3, 4 fouls. He did just enough. Didn't have a great game. Defense was solid, but he didn't have a great offensive game. Got to 17 so far, but just that said, SGA got 30, then take him out for the cheers. Yeah, it depends on the time. Depends on the time. McConnell will bring it down. And they call an offensive foul on Turner, setting a moving screen. Nothing going right for the Pacers. J-Dub bringing it down. Shot Collins said, "Are you going live for the draft?" Yes, we are, Shot Collins. Yes, we are. The draft is my favorite sporting event of the year. The NBA draft is my absolute favorite. Love the draft. So I will be going live for night 1 of the draft. Now that they split it up into 2 nights, we probably won't be going live for night 2. Lou Dort picks up the offensive rebound off the missed SGA jumper. But we will be going live on Wednesday for the NBA draft. SGA kicks it out. J-Dub, a 3. Can't get it to go. Holmgren, an offensive rebound. Misses the layup, but he gets the foul call. He's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. I'm looking forward to the draft. Very much looking forward to the draft. Draft's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. Just dead. Holmgren missed the layup, just as dead. Going to get 2 free throws here. They got the 21-point lead. Knocks down the first free throw. Siloff said Pacers medical staff, Warriors medical staff. You got to save these players from themselves. The Knicks did it last year with OG. All three of those scenarios, or the KD and the Haliburton scenario was different from the Anunoby scenario. Anunoby was a hamstring. They were calf strains, but also they came back in the NBA Finals, which is just different. Just different. Just a different pressure, right? When Anunoby got hurt, it was in Game 2 of the second round. That's a different pressure. Siakam knocks down a jumper. But calf strains are going to enter that mode of injury where it's like if you have a calf strain, you're just out. We're not even discussing it. You're just out. There's no need to risk it. There's no need to risk it. SGA dancing with it against McConnell. Stops, turns, falls down. And his first turnover of the night as Mathurin comes up with the steal and then J-Dub fouls him. Just that said, bummer way to go out for the Haliburton and the Pacers. Yeah, it sucks. Would have preferred to see them lose clean. Siakam in the post, backing down SGA, stops, turns, spins, draws the foul on SGA's, got him with the pump fake, so he's going to go to the foul line for 2 free throws. Under 7 to go, 20-point game. Siakam to the foul line for 2. Shot caller said Haliburton coming back with a vengeance. If it's an Achilles, he's out all next year. He's out all next year. He'll miss a full year. Same with Tatum. Same with Dame. 3 Achilles tears in the playoffs this year. It's crazy. Siakam misses the second free throw. Mathurin picked up the offensive rebound, but gets blocked by Holmgren. His fourth. Swing it over to Siakam off the offensive rebound. Wide left, can't get it to go, and then fouled by Mathurin. .648 to go. Thunder will bring it down. Just dead at Haliburton, 2027 MVP would be okay. A long time before we get there, man. By that point, Wemby is just, it may be over for the league. Wemby may be insane. SGA has it up top, being guarded by Nesmith. Leans in, foul line pull-up jumper, in and out, can't get it to stay. Shepard with the rebound, over to Nembhard. Nembhard bringing it down. 6:30 to go. Nembhard's dancing with it down the lane. Takes it out to Mathurin. Mathurin leans in, throws it above glass, tries to get his own rebound. Gets fouled by Holmgren. He's going to go to the foul line, 2 free throws. That's it. Indy has 3 points in 6 minutes in the fourth. Yep. Just that's it. Indy isn't getting 80. They might. Matherin's at the foul line for 2 here. They're at 71. They could score 9 more points here. Especially in garbage time, if this comes down to garbage time at the end. For sure. Just that's it. OKC has 28 points off of turnovers. Mathurin knocks down both of his free throws. 17-point game. Halfway through this fourth quarter. Harnstein, right wing. Hand it off to J-Dub. J-Dub almost got it stolen. They're diving on it. He does get it stolen. Here comes Mathurin pushing the other way. Mathurin down the lane. Can't get the reverse layup to go, but they call the foul on SGA, and Mathurin will go back to the foul line for 2 free throws. That's it. Pacers getting foul shots, I guess. Look, if he knocks down these 2 free throws, it's a 15-point game. Not insurmountable. Not insurmountable. Mathurin knocks down the first. Got one more coming. Get it to 15. 15 not insurmountable. You guys always know my mentality. And if you're down 20 plus, you get it under 20. I'll get it to 15. I'll get it to 10. Mathurin can get it to 15 here. Mathurin gets it to go. I think the only thing I'd be concerned about for the Pacers comeback is they're not making shots. Just getting to the foul line. They get it over to Caruso. Caruso driving it down. Over to Dort. Dort to the rim. Gets fouled. Can't get the shot to go, but it'll go to the foul line for 2 free throws. And that is the downsides of pressing in the backcourt. Hattie said all Indy's faces looking tight on the sideline. Yeah. Look, man. You got to Game 7 of the NBA Finals. And you came out playing well. And then your best player went down. Yeah, I'd be pretty upset. I'd be pretty upset. Charlie V. Cruz said T-Wolves might dispose Devo in the offseason if they sign Randall, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, or Najee. They could. They could. I don't think he'd end up back in New York, though. I know you're insinuating. I still don't think he'd end up back in New York. It's not impossible, but I don't think it would happen. Shot callers, stop calling iHeart my favorite player. Stop calling him my favorite player. I hate it. Shot caller said, why is TJ on the bench? They want better, bigger defenders out on the court right now. And more 3-point shooting. You're not going to be able to make this comeback without some 3-point shooting. You need Nembhard out there. You need Nesmith out there for his 3-point shooting. Obviously, Siakam's going to be out there. They have Shepherd out there for his 3-point shooting. And you need Mathurin out there because he's one of the only guys who can create something off the bounce. So, you need threes to make a comeback. McConnell's definitely not providing that. Kay Hazy said, I know the fans are devastated. Yeah, for sure. You should be devastated. Lou Dort knocks down the first one. Charlie said, iHeart made the right choice, though? Nah, never. Never. He's just a quitter. Benedict Arnold. Just that's a 10:26. Yeah, it's turned into a foul fest. Just that we jinxed ourselves. We said maybe it could end by 10:30. We're going to go to 11. Lou Dort misses the second free throw. We're past the 6-minute mark. Mathurin's bringing it down, putting his head down, attacking to the rim, gets fouled by Lou Dort. Mathurin's going back to the foul line, 2 free throws. It's becoming a foul fest, y'all. We are watching both teams shoot free throws after free throws after free throws after free throws. Lou Dort comes flying into Mathurin across the lane. Michael Brown said his hair Hardenstein the traitor, guys, first championship. Yeah. Yeah. I'd rather that, unfortunately, than the Pacers win, though. Jack Hollis said Neesmith needs to fire some threes like he did on the Knicks. The difference is the Thunder are not going to give him open looks like the Knicks would. That's the difference. I gave the Thunder 2 points that they should not have, and I didn't give the Pacers 3 points. 91-76. Mathurin did knock down the first one, so 91-77. It's a 14-point game, yo. Game's not over yet. Game's not over yet. Alex Alberto G, what's up, Alex? Thunder first championship is forever tainted. Easy road because of the injury. No one will remember. Everyone will remember that the Thunder won the championship. They won 68 games in the regular season, and they were the best team all season long. And they ended up winning it in Game 7. It's unfortunate that Haliburton got injured and that he couldn't compete in the Game 7. But J-Dub has it up top. After Mathurin didn't miss the second free throw. J-Dub dancing with it, crosses over, almost falls down, regains his balance, stops, turns, fall-away jumper. Can't get it to go. Lou Dort with the offensive rebound. Out to Caruso. 14-point lead. SGA has it. Can he put the nail in the coffin? Can't. Mathurin with the rebound. Gets it over to McConnell. Gets it over to Neesmith. Excuse me. McConnell's at the scorer's table getting ready to check in. Over to Mathurin. Mathurin over to Nembhard. Nembhard over to Mathurin. Mathurin driving it in to the basket. Gets the layup to go. 12-point game. Not over yet. 5:45 to go. 5:45 to go. Maybe said, yeah, no one will remember. No one remembers the Spurs beating a handicapped Knicks team. No one remembers the Lakers beating the Celtics without Kendrick Perkins. It just doesn't matter. It doubly doesn't matter because the Thunder were the best regular season team all year, and they were dominant during their playoff run. That said, the Lakers bubble team beats this OKC team in 7. The Lakers bubble team was legit. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. Charlie V. Cruz said regular season MVP, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Finals MVP for SGA. Yeah. Yeah. Sweeping the board. Sweeping the board. AP said, I think OKC is the next dynasty. We'll see. We'll see. We saw this Pacers team who people thought were going to lose in 4 or 5 games, take them to 7. And who knows if Haliburton's healthy. You know? Maybe they are the next dynasty, or maybe they're just the next really good team. With the way the CBA works, will they be able to hold on to their players, to their talent? We'll see. We'll see. SGA gets fouled by Nembhard to go to the foul line, 2 free throws. Shot Collins said Pacers never give up. Never. Never. AB said they're set up for life until they have to pay their guys, brother. There's this thing called the salary cap. J-Dub and Chet Holmgren are still in their rookie deals, my man. Part of the reason why these two teams are in the finals, the biggest strength of both of these teams is their depth. What happens when you start cutting out the depth to pay your star players? SGA knocks down both of them. The smartest thing OKC is doing is holding on to all those draft picks as Chet Holmgren comes up with another block of McConnell and knocked out of bounds. The smartest thing OKC is doing is holding on to all their draft picks for 2 reasons. Possible trades, obviously, to bring in more depth when they have to inevitably trim down on their depth, but also is J-Dub going all the way down, gets blocked at the rim, loose ball, Siakam picks it up. But also just bringing in young rookie players who are going to be on rookie deals. That is also another reason to hold on to your draft picks, right? They drafted Nikola Topic last year, and he redshirted this year with the injury. Shot Caller said Precious Achiuwa should start for the Knicks next year. Precious Achiuwa will not be a New York Knick next year, Shot Callers. D. Grant said Knicks' current roster cannot beat the Pacers because they're too slow. That is a coaching issue, brother. Being too slow is not the reason why you can't beat a team. Joni said, don't like isolation one-on-one game when there are 5 players on a team. Depends. Everything in context. Everything in context. David Ross Jr. said, with Hallie injury, Dame and Tatum out east is for the taking next year. It was already wide open. But it'll be the Cavs. It'll be the Knicks. It'll be the Magic. It'll be the Pistons. And the Pacers will still be there. They're a good team, but they won't be taken seriously as a championship contending team. D. Grant said, I'll say it again, the Knicks' current roster can't be the Pacers, period. They lost game 1 on a free play. Still win 6 games. And they were absolutely horribly outcoached in that series, brother. But you can continue being emotional. You can remove all the context out. That's fine. Dennis Floyd, I appreciate you, Dennis. Thanks for hanging out with us. Shot Caller said, if Hallie and Tatum don't play next year and the Knicks don't make it to the finals, then are we going to need you to take a position in New York? I'm ready whenever they call, man. I'm ready whenever they call. Matherin knocks down the free throw. It's not guaranteed, right? You're going to need to go through the Cavs, who are a good team. As much as we can call them playoff frauds, they're a good team. They're a good team. But you're going to need to get through the Cavs. Orlando's going to be much more improved. Detroit's going to be much more improved. They're going to get Ivy back. Orlando obviously makes the big trade for Bane. And we'll see what other kind of trades teams in the East make, knowing that the East is wide open. Russo calls a timeout off the full court pressure from the Pacers. This is a 12-point game with 4 minutes to go. Game's not over yet, guys. Game's not over yet. Matherin did knock down both. That was the last timeout from OKC? Just Dad said, would you be a good assistant GM or talent advisor? I think I'd rather be a talent advisor, personally. I think I'd rather be a talent advisor. I like trying to find the diamonds in the rough. I like trying to find a guy who you just see something in. Right? Because everyone can look at Cooper Flagg and like, yeah, he's going to be great. Duh. You said, I can see the Knicks finishing 5th place. We don't know who the coach is going to be. Oh, brother, here comes Mr. Doom and Gloom again. 5th place, he says. Jeez Louise, AP. Take the diapers off. It's the end of the year, man. Jeez Louise, 5th place, he says. Ay, ay, ay. Where have I said Embiid 2026? That's true. Philly will be back healthy. They'll get McCain back. Maybe Embiid will play. Who knows with him? But Maxey will be a year better. McCain will be a year better. They have the 3rd pick coming in, whoever they take. Philly should be more solid. They could be more solid. SGA has it on the right wing. I'll come into his left. Under 4 to go. SGA dancing with it against Meccano. Step back 3. He's been inconsistent with those all night, and he continues to be inconsistent as he misses another step back 3. Matherin throws it over to Meccano. Meccano has it up top, being guarded by Caruso. Coming to his left, crossing over to his right in the lane. Stop, turn, pivot, spin, loses the handle. Ball on the floor. Pacers diving for it. And a held ball. 3:33 to go. Time winding down. Just that said, this year was an unmistakable success. Just had some bad games. Had way more good games than bad. Yeah, but the biggest games of your season were filled with a lot of bad games. Some good. A lot of bad. Shot Collar said, I think Memphis will be in the Eastern Conference when the NBA adds Vegas and Seattle. Yeah, Memphis and who's the other team? Maybe New Orleans will move over to the Eastern Conference. Holmgren wins the tip, and SGA grabs it, so now Thunder will bring it down. 12-point lead, 3:20 to go. SGA has it up top, being guarded by McConnell. Spins, leans in, throws up the floater off glass, can't get it to go. SGA should have grabbed the rebound. Instead, he tried to knock it out. As Lou Dort chases down McConnell and knocks it out of his hands. J-Dub picks it up. Here comes Lou Dort. 3 minutes to go. Just that's it. OG could have been a lot better. Yes, he could have. Lou Dort catches, pump fakes, drives it down, out to Caruso. Caruso with the pass fake. Cross court over to J-Dub. J-Dub right wing three. Can't get it to go. And Holmgren an offensive rebound, and he gets fouled by Nesmith. And where is Siakam during this stretch, man? Where is Siakam? That's a New Orleans still in the West. New Orleans is a Western Conference team, brother. They are a Western Conference team. Holmgren misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws, man. Can't be missing free throws. Just that Memphis is Eastern too. Put them both in and have West take Philly. Philly's not in the West Coast, though. They'll add two teams. It'll be the Vegas team, which is very clearly in the West Coast, and a Seattle team, which is very clearly in the West Coast. So you have to take two Western teams and move them east. The two closest are Memphis and New Orleans. So two teams currently in the West will move east as Holmgren knocks down the second one. And you'll add two Western Conference teams. Siakam spins, step back, takes it out to Nembhard. Nembhard, left wing three, gets it to go. Home run pass to Holmgren. Wide open lane to the rim, gets the dunk to go. Back up by 12. Mathurin driving, he gets the layup. They get it into J-Dub. They get it over to SGA. SGA has it up top. We're under 2 minutes to go. SGA gets fouled by Nesmith. Bad foul from Nesmith. 2 more free throws for SGA. Shot calls that SGA can't get a shot to fall. He can't. Just that said, Philly has to play their games in Hawaii or Alaska. Definitely not Hawaii. Get them out of it. They don't deserve that paradise. Send them to Alaska for sure. Charlie B. Cruz said, at least the TNT guys are gone next season. Can't stand them. Always hate on the Knicks. They're still around, Charlie. They're just doing the show on ESPN now instead of TNT. But it'll be the exact same show, just on ESPN. Just that I'm good with TNT being out of the weekly highlight games. They'll still do the Thursday night games. They'll just do it on ESPN instead of TNT now. Nothing will change. They had all that moratorium. Oh my goodness, last show on TNT. Nothing's changing with that show. Unless ESPN starts to get involved. Caruso fouls Nembhard out on the perimeter. Now Nembhard's at the foul line and he misses a free throw. Can't be missing free throws. Can't be missing free throws. I forgot to credit SGA with making both his free throws. Nemhard misses one. Nemhard does knock down the second one. Russo quickly inbounded the J-Dub. Matherin applying the full court pressure. 1:30 to go, y'all. 1:30 to go. 90 seconds left in the NBA Finals. 90 seconds left in the 24-25 season. J-Dub looking to attack, and a foul out on the perimeter on Matherin. Jacques Hollis said, last game of the season, I'm going to miss beautiful Doris Burke. What? Brother, come on, man. Don't be a weirdo. J-Dub knocked down the first free throw. J-Dub knocks down both. 1:25 to go here in the fourth quarter. It's a 13-point game. Just winding it down now. Nemhard dancing with it. He's trying to find some space. Dort knocks it out of his hands. And that should be the end of it. Another turnover. Get it over to Dort. Dort gets it over to Caruso. Caruso gets it over to J-Dub. J-Dub being guarded by Siakam, and Siakam fouls him. 1:04 to go. And that'll be the end of it. And that'll be the end of it. Here's that to the Four Jerkers show. I forgot the name of it. The Impractical Jokers show. They're still doing it, I believe. Maybe they had their last season recently, but I believe they're still doing it. One of them dropped out, though. Here's that to Knicks without JB would be beat by 21 to OKC. I guess we'll never know, my man. Guess we'll never know. J-Dub knocks down the first one. He's been perfect from the foul line here during the stretch. Gotta knock down your free throws. Mike, what's up, Mike? OKC in 7. They pulled it off. They pulled it off. Does miss the second one, though. Shepard with the rebound. Under a minute to go. Matherin fires a straightaway three. Can't get it to go. Long rebound. Matherin recovers it over to Toppin. And Matherin was out of bounds when he touched it. Okay, Hayes said, put the bench in. They'll get the bench in at some point. J-Dub has it up top. It over to Dort. Dort over to Caruso. Caruso out to SGA. And Dort's going to fire the three with the shot clock winding down, and he's going to airball it. But a foul, I believe, on top, and who just shoves Chet Holmgren out of bounds. And that'll be it. And that'll be it. Charlie V. Cruz said, Caruso now tied with KD with 2. A lot of guys who got 2 rings, man. Holmgren knocks down his free throw. And here comes the bench. Everyone will come out but Holmgren, who's taking the free throws. Standing ovation for their heroes here tonight. Mike said, good series, though. Yeah, it sucks the way it had to end, though. Haliburton getting hurt. Holmgren gets it to go. Knocks down both of them. Matherin's going to bring it down. Down by 16. He's going to look to attack. The rim. The layup. Matherin's doing a great job of padding them stats, brother. I'd do the same thing. Pacers force the turnover inside the Matherin. Matherin goes up, draws the foul. At least they'll be able to get Holmgren a nice ovation as he comes out now. Judge's dad, appreciate you, brother. Go to sleep, man. 10:50. 10:50. Here we go. And we'll be live for the draft on Wednesday as well. So we'll be back soon, very shortly. They'll run out the clock, and that'll be it. And that will wrap up fully our season. Year 3 of the Sheffy Show in the books. The 24-25 season will be defined by the improbable Pacers run to the finals before Haliburton ultimately goes down, and the absolute dominance the Oklahoma City Thunder had all season long. 68 wins in the regular season. Dominated the first round. Squeezed by the second round against former champion, best player in the league, Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets. Dominated the conference finals against the Timberwolves. And then squeaked out a tough series against the Pacers. But here we are. Maybe said Hartenstein's now in the history books, and he'll be forgotten to time, brother. Ain't nobody gonna remember Hartenstein. Dude barely played in the second half. Well, that will do it, y'all. I appreciate everybody. One last time, let's sign it off for a game here for the 24-25 series. Pull it all the way back. And before we fully go off, let's get it ready. Next year, let's get ready for our Knicks, who will presumably be in the hunt for a championship next year. And here we go. Thanks for joining me, everybody. K. Hazy, Shot Collins, AP, Charlie V. Cruz, Mark Avon, Mike, D. Grant, Justice's dad. Appreciate everybody for hanging out with me for the whole run this season. With that being said, signing off. Remember to get a good night's sleep, brush your teeth before bed, stay hydrated, y'all. Until next time, I'll catch you on the other side. Good night, everybody. Bye!